We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UNLV's offense will start this game off with the football. And there's been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther away you line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well, this offense knew he was good coming out of high school, but talking to their quarterback and their coaching staff before the game, David, they didn't know he was this good. He's made catches in practice. He's done things in scrimmage that is completely wowing everybody. Now the question, can he do it when the lights are on and everybody's watching?
And I think receiver is the best spot to transfer being a freshman. Like, it's not the biggest adjustment. These guys aren't so much bigger that you're going against. It's speed. He has the speed. He has the hype. I'm excited to watch this debut.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw. It's Hilton. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Lee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages. And
going for a big play right off the bat. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Gets it out fast. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Winton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Catch in the middle. It's Turner. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. The Rebels trying to cash it in on first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's golden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Open space at the 25. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Off-play action on first down. Lofts one high indeed. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice move there. Breaks into the open. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the inside give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense lining up quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 4 over North Carolina. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. Turning it on! It's a fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
First half coming to an end. Offensively, you're trying to put a drive together and get back in this ball game. The last thing you wanted to do was turn the football over, dig yourself an even bigger hole. Not good execution by the offense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Rides to back and leaves it.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. He'll go out of bounds at his own 10-yard line, and that was hardly the return they were looking for. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish that.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Newton. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The run from the shotgun. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Caught near the sideline, it's Lee. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Grab near the marker is Turner. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vegas.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Golden. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Newton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That was not a great throw. You might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
From the gun, the ground game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
The defense selling out to stop it on 3rd and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the 2nd level.
You're absolutely right. 3rd and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole and showed off his speed.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They get to him as he throws. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Newton. He'll pull it down. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rebels offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Hilton. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Complete to the right. really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to blow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
They'll give it to him again.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard.
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Higgins. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.